So, the schedule of the workshop will be understanding what is bioinformatics, what is its role in today's world, and what is its importance. And mainly when we deal with bioinformatics, bioinformatics is one which we use computer for analyzing or storing biological data. That is the main aim of bioinformatics. Why we use bioinformatics is that we use computers for storing, okay, analyzing and evaluating, as well as downloading. We can say the terminology downloading is not used. If we store some data, it need to be downloaded and used to us. Okay. Usually bioinformatics, the term downloading is not used. Retrieving. So the storing, analyzing, retrieving all of biological data all come in bioinformatics. Okay. So all come in bioinformatics. So this is the things which we are going to study. And for storing the data, storing biological data, we need some place to store the biological data. Biological data means different types of data we have. Do you know any type of biological data? What are the different types of biological data? You can respond in between. You are open to respond. What type of biological data? Biological data means what type of data we have?
Like the one we found on Blast.
Mm,
The protein sequence,
protein sequences of proteins. One good.
Nucleotides.
nucleotides,
Nucleotides.
and
Nucleotides, DNA sequences or RNA sequences. Good.
Protein structure.
Protein structure. Very good. So mainly structure of
Like that is
proteins.
present on protein database.
Yes, protein database. I am coming to protein database. Mainly the biological data. When we think, we can, other data are also there. Metabolic pathway data are there. Research paper data are there. We are just these are all biological data. We are just taking these three which you told. Protein sequences. Okay, nowadays lot of protein sequences are coming because earlier earlier the protein sequencing was done by this danazide chloride or Edman degradation method. Nowadays the protein sequencing is done by mass spectrometry, peptide mass fingerprinting, etc. So more sequences are coming. So protein sequences and DNA sequences, as you know, lot of DNA sequences are now coming daily itself. Lot of genomic sequences are coming. Genome means what? Genome means our all DNA present in a particular single cell. Means in our genome means our 23 pairs of chromosomes, which enclosed in our 23 pairs of chromosomes. So these all genomes are, our human genome is now human genome project take about 9 years, but nowadays the human genome can be sequenced in days. So lot of genome sequences are piling up. So these sequences, genome, gene, DNA sequences, RNA sequences, all these are being stored in the nucleotide databases. I will come to databases. I will make it in a proper way only. Okay, you have a good idea of protein databases, DNA database. I know. So then structures are also there. Nowadays recently the PDB is the database. People don't know, don't worry, I am coming to that only. PDB is the database which store the structures of DNA, structures of DNA as well as protein. Okay, so protein structure, we can say mostly protein structure of this in the PDB. Nowadays a lot of computer generated structures are also being deposited in the PDB, and PDB has given a nowadays I think recently only they have given a new section to search the computer generated structures. So lot of structures have been developed nowadays, so because the computer mediated modeling is being now very is what very advanced now. So otherwise we determine the structure of the protein by means of two techniques. Which are the technique? What are the techniques? Mainly X-ray crystallography as well as NMR spectroscopy. The proteins which we can crystallize, we will find out the structure using X-ray crystallography. The non-crystallizable compounds, we determine the structure using NMR spectroscopy. So these are the techniques. So a lot of structures are deposited in the structural database. So that is what we are discussing here. So databases, so this type of data storaging databases, data storaging area, we know that library, while telling about databases, we have libraries in our colleges, is it, which store, it contain lot of books which store the data or information. Just like the library in computer, they have maintained a library where nuclear sequences are stored. In some library they store only protein structures, some library they store only protein sequences, some library they store only DNA sequences. So different libraries are there which store different types of data. These libraries are called databases. So databases is very important nowadays. Genomic databases are the one most hot topic, because there are a lot of genome sequences are coming due to next gen sequencing, advanced in next gen sequencing. Next gen sequencing is now over. I think third generation sequencing is coming. Anyway, we will deal with next gen sequencing tomorrow. Okay, so next gen sequencing, as the advent of next gen sequencing, lot of sequences are coming nowadays. More than this nucleotide protein structural database, as you said, more than that, genomic databases have a important role in nowadays in the nowadays. So that we will be dealing, and the protein nucleic acid databases we will be studying. I think you may be familiar with, or non-familiar, no problem. We will be dealing with the protein and nucleic acid databases. That is not moving. Yes. So then we will be dealing with the sequence comparison. I think someone has said about BLAST. BLAST is a tool, a search engine which we use for a BLAST is a search engine which we use for determining the not to find out similar sequences. If we want to
Yes,
find
sir.
out,
Percentage similarity we can found using the blast.
yes. If we want to find out similar sequences, we have a DNA sequence. Okay, we have a, people who don't understand, we have a DNA sequence in our hand. We don't know what this DNA sequence code for. We all know that DNA sequence consists of ATGC, all this. So we only know the ATGC. We don't know which gene it code for, or where which part of the DNA it is found. Okay, we just take that DNA sequence and enter. We all Google, is it, when we don't know something, we will Google it. Just like Googling it in BLAST, people who don't know, I am saying BLAST, there is a part where we can copy paste this DNA sequence. Okay, and then we will search it, so that we will find the similar sequence. We will find the similar sequence to that of the sequence we entered. So from that we can find out our sequence, identity of our sequence. So in order to find similar sequence, we used to BLAST like BLAST like a tool. So we will be studying the similarity search tool such as BLAST. And when we need to study multiple sequence alignment, so we will be studying multiple sequence alignment. Second thing is that we have insulin gene of humans. Okay, then we are in a curiosity that whether we can compare it with the monkeys insulin, or whether we can compare with the dog's insulin, or whether we can compare with the pig insulin, whether we can compare with any other organism, lower organisms insulin. So we can take the insulin sequence of all these organisms. Okay, it will be available, it is available online only. I will show you how to take it, and we can compare all the insulin of all organisms, and that is multiple 2, 3, 4 sequences we can take. You can see the third point. 2, 3, 4 sequences we can take and compare all these sequences and find out how much they are related to, how much monkey's insulin is related to humans, how much humans insulin is related to another organisms. Okay, if we can compare more than 3 sequences, that is called multiple sequence alignment or MSA. We use another program called Clustal Omega. Earlier it was said as Clustal W, Clustal Omega, for the doing this multiple sequence alignment. By doing this multiple sequence alignment, we can find out the evolutionary relationship of that insulin gene, evolution relationship, how much the human insulin is related to monkey's insulin, whether the human insulin is and monkey's insulin are most are more similar, or the human insulin is more similar to some other dog's insulin. Dog's insulin and human's insulin are more similar than monkey's insulin. Their evolution relationship we can find out using the molecular phylogenetics, that we will construct a phylogenetic tree and find out how much they are related to each other, how much the particular gene is related to each other, evolutionary point of view. And all these blast or Clustal W, everything is copy pasting job only. Okay, just copy paste the sequences and paste it there, so that we can get the just click it and we can get the result. But how it is happening, we will be studying a few algorithms and plots which help in comparing how this comparison is going on. So we will study some algorithms and plot which tells you about how it is actually happening inside the computer while comparing the sequences that we will be dealing with. And usually when you are studying the bioinformatics, people who have studied only, I am asking, when you are studying bioinformatics, many of your teachers have been asking you or telling you the word annotation. Can you tell what is this annotation? Can you tell what is this annotation? Annotation. Without annotation, no one can teach bioinformatics. So, what is this annotation? Can anyone tell?